welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to take you through a really short hamstring stretching sequence. So I have a lot of requests. People have a really tight hamstrings in the back of the thigh. This could obviously cause problems with the back, with the hips, with the knees. So not only to improve your flexibility, but also to give you a little bit more mobility in the lower body. So I'm going to use a prop today. I'm just going to use one of my bands. If you've got a strap, a band at home, great. If you haven't, use a tie, a dressing gown cord, a towel, anything like that. And yeah, we'll just get going. Nice big stretch. If you enjoy this video, please hit the thumbs up button to like it and subscribe. Let's get moving. Okay, so we're going to start standing. You don't need any equipment just yet. So we're going to start with our feet hip distance apart. Soften your knees a little bit. We don't want to have locked out knees here, okay? We're going to take a few roll downs. So drop the chin to the chest, round your body over, so just let the arms hang, and you're going to roll yourself all the way down as far as you feel comfortable. So you're thinking about lifting your tailbone high up, hinging from the hips, softening the knees, letting the body just go down to where it feels comfortable for you. Just take a moment to hang here. Now, really important, we use our breath today. Breathing in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. See if you can just go really deep into this lovely release. And then keep the chin on the chest. You're going to roll yourself up slowly. Just rebuild that posture. Bring the hands to the hips when you get to the top. And just stepping your right foot slightly forward. So we're going to take a little standing stretch. You're going to bend the left leg, press your hips backwards, and then just flex your right foot. Let's just hold it here. So you don't have to go too far. We're just going gentle. So I've bent the left leg, pressing the hips backwards, and I'm flexing the right foot just to lengthen down the back of that right leg. Remember to press the hips backwards so you're not pushing the left knee over the toes. Okay, let's pop that foot down, bend the knees, just bring that right foot in. We'll change sides, so stepping the left foot forwards, bend into the right knee, keeping the left leg straight, peeling the left toes off the floor and just pressing those hips back. If you find you're really wobbling with your balance, take your feet a little bit wider to the outer edges of the mat. So we're just lengthening through the spine, making sure the weight's going back so we're not hurting this right knee, and feeling that length down the back of the left. Let's bend that knee, bring that foot back into hip distance. We're going to take that roll down again. So chin to chest, roll the body over, just let the body roll down as far as you feel comfortable. Remember, we're not locking out the knees are staying soft. You're just hinging from the hips, getting that lovely stretch. And then plant the hands down. You're going to step your feet back. Now, keeping your knees slightly bent, you're going to lift the heels and press your hips up high towards the ceiling. So that tailbone lift again. But I've got my knees slightly bent and the heels are lifted. Okay, so we're just really focusing on getting that tilt of the pelvis, bringing the tailbone high. And then maybe think about lowering the heels a little bit, but don't worry too much about really trying to extend those legs at the moment unless that is accessible for you. Okay, so you're just thinking about keeping the tailbone high, lowering the heels heavy, and only going to straighten those legs if that's accessible for you. And then we'll all lift our heels, bend our knees, come down onto your knees, lifting the hands up back to the hips again. Uncurl the toes. Now stepping your right foot forwards, you're going to press your body weight forwards so that we can then melt our hands down to the ground. If you can't reach the ground, use some books or some cushions or something to lift the floor height. We're then going to straighten that right leg, coming into a half split. I'm flexing the foot once again. Bring the hands a little bit closer towards you so you're not having to lean too far forwards. And think about aligning your hips. You don't want to be twisted. You want to keep the hips on one line. So if you can't comfortably reach the floor, please don't be afraid to use props so that you can lift the floor height a little bit. We're using the breath, sending it into the back of that right leg, Trying not to lock that knee out, don't put too much pressure into the knee, but we are trying to keep that leg lovely and long. Let's bend back into that right leg, lift the hands to the hips, and just bring that leg back, and we'll do the other side, okay? So you're going to step the left foot forwards, press your weight forwards first, melt the hands down towards the ground or towards your props, and then slowly start to straighten the left leg, flexing the left foot, walking the hands back towards you a little bit so you're not reaching down towards the toes. That's not comfortable for anybody. Squaring off those hips and just using that breath. See if you can ease yourself over. If you've obviously got the mobility, if you'd like to come down a little further, please feel free to do that. I'm just going gentle for this specific class, okay? So if you have the ability to do nose to knee pose, feel free to go down there today. Okay, let's bend back into that left knee, bring the hands to the hips, just bring that left leg back, give it all a little shimmy out, and then make your way onto your bottoms when you're ready. So I'm going to turn around so I'm seated. This is where I'm going to use the prop just as a demonstration. You don't have to. We're going to have both legs straight to start with. I'm going to hook my band over my feet so that it just enables me to go a little deeper into the hamstring stretch comfortably. So if you've got a prop at home, if you don't need a prop and you can hook your feet, then that's all great. So hinge from the hips, so you're getting the fleshy bit of the bum out the way. You're just bringing yourself forwards, using that prop if you're using one, and just lengthening through the spine. The feet are flexed here, and I'm just pulling myself over, making sure you're not bending the knees, okay? So if you bend the knees, that defeats the object. So we want to keep those legs straight. But the reason I'm kind of going for a prop today is when we come into this sort of hamstring stretch, a lot of people try and reach for their toes, but then tension arises in the shoulders, in the neck, the knees start to bend, and we don't get the full benefit of the stretch, okay? So, but if, like I say, if you've got that ability there, feel free to go deeper. We're just holding this stretch, using the breath. Now I'm going to ease off. I'm going to pick up the right foot, and I'm going to step it on top of the left. So I've still got the band. The band is hooked around my left foot, but the right leg is now on top of my left. So a cross-legged here, and then I'm going to forward fold again. So I'm going to pull myself over. This might feel a little different here. So you might feel this stretch in a different area. And you might start to explore the body and notice one side might feel a little easier than the other. So just hinging yourself over, trying to bring that rib cage towards the legs, lengthening through, using the power of the breath if it feels a little bit tight. Try and hold it here for a few more breaths if possible. If you've got the time and the ability today, you could pause the video and stay here for 2 minutes in every stretch if you have the time. But obviously I'm just doing a short video for the purpose of this one today. Let's bring ourselves up. Let's reset the right foot. Pop the left foot on top now. So you have a little fidget. Don't be afraid to have a little fidget. And then hook the band, the prop around the right foot. And then using that prop to ease yourself over, hinging forwards. If you have the ability to interlace the hands around the feet, feel free to go there today. But remember, it's whatever works for you. Just want you to feel that beautiful stretch. Use the breath. Don't push yourself too far. Just allowing the body to naturally go where it wants to go today. And then easing yourself up. I'm going to leave the strap around my right foot. And then I'm just going to bend the left leg. I'm going to bring myself down onto the ground. You can use your hands to assist. And now we're going to keep the left leg bent. And we're going to use that prop over the right foot and ease that leg in towards you for another yummy hamstring stretch. So really important to not bend this knee here. You want to use that prop to ease it in. If you're holding your leg, please don't hold behind the knee. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper, you could straighten the left leg away. So that's another option there. Just easing it in, use the breath. And every time you breathe out, see if you can maybe go a little bit deeper. Because as that muscle starts to relax and lengthen, then the muscle, the exercise, it will just gradually get a little bit easier. So as the muscle lengthens, you can just feel yourself going a little bit deeper into the stretch. So use the breath, let go of any tension, any hold. And then if you haven't bent your left knee, we're gonna come back and we'll bend our left knee. You're gonna use the hands as you lower that leg and bring yourself all the way up, and we'll just change sides, okay? So you're gonna hook the band or the prop over the left leg. You're gonna bend the right knee, and then we're gonna lower ourselves all the way down with a straight left leg coming into that hamstring stretch. Seeing how the left leg is, my left leg's always tighter than the right. You might be the other way around, or might be both the same, but just try and ease it in. Don't force yourself past the point of comfort, because your body won't appreciate it. Maybe lengthening the right leg if that's accessible to you today. Maybe using a prop, maybe not. I just want you to make the class suit you. Okay, so we're just easing that leg in, taking a little breath here. And this is a nice short and sweet video, so you could do this. You can squeeze it into your day. If you do struggle with your hamstrings, this will be a great class for you just to try and fit into your schedule twice a week, maybe. We're going to bend that right knee, and we're going to use the arm as well. We're just going to bring ourselves all the way up to seated, and you're going to take the band off and come to any comfortable position because you are done. So really short, 10 minutes of hamstring stretches, nothing too intense, but if you do want to pause the video and hold those stretches for a little bit longer, that might be great for you to do. Hopefully I will see you on my channel again soon.